When you speak in a new language, you might often stumble upon errors or slip ups. And have you ever been corrected immediately after making those errors and slip ups? And do you get motivated to fix your grammar? Or do you get discouraged by it afterwards? Most people believe that correcting someone's grammar is the best way to avoid bad habits in phrases and grammatical structure. This idea is common because it feels logical. Early correction would often prevent errors from becoming permanent. We naturally want to help others to fix mistakes immediately to ensure the learner practices the right form. However, research in second language acquisition and pronunciation learning shows that this belief oversimplifies a complex process. Hence why debunking this belief could actually help us develop better teaching strategies that truly help support learners. This topic plays a crucial role in language learning, and it matters because popular beliefs often oversimplify complex language processes, leading to ineffective teaching that harms motivation. Several research helps educators adopt evidence-based practices for real progress and positive classrooms. As future teachers, understanding this myth through SLA research helps us boost motivation without stifling progress, because errors signal active learning, not failure. According to a recent study focusing on Indonesian EFL learners, pronunciation mistakes are often caused by the influence of the mother tongue, or first language habits, not just incorrect learning. The study is debunked by Listiani, Kurniawan, and Friend in 2024. These learners face challenges such as missing sounds and wrong stress patterns influenced by Indonesian phonetics. Crucially, immediate correction does not address these deeper issues of language transfer and exposure. Studies have shown that excessive feedback reduces risk taking and motivation, as errors signal active learning, not just bad habits. For Indonesian EFL learners, mispronunciations like prosedur for procedure persist due to L1 habits, not ignorance. The study also shows that students know the correct forms from classes, but often go back to the default pronunciation, often caused by familiar patterns. As for the L1 transfer from SLA, learners build unique intermediate systems influenced by their L1, which can cause negative transfer in pronunciation. A cited statement by Ellis notes transfer is most visible. Picture this. When Indonesian speakers sound Indonesian in English, it is because the L1 phonetic habits override, even with training. Trude and Tokowitz in 2011 also found that better working memory helps constrain L1 interference. But immediate corrections don't often build this. Habits could form from daily L1 exposure in Indonesia's expanding circle. In 2024, Listiani interviewed about 3 students, which is student A, student B, and student C. Student A stated that we use Indonesian pronunciation because we are accustomed to it, despite pronunciation that were taught in classes. Student B also confesses that it is because of habit. We often hear other people pronounce words that way in Indonesian version, which may not be the right in English pronunciation. Moreover, student C also added that the mispronunciation is because of the student's background. They often speak with Indonesian pronunciations every day. Even though they know the right pronunciation, they are not ready enough to be spontaneous with the English pronunciation. Behaviorists saw L1 as an inhibitor, but this only proves that errors reflect entrenched habits, not instant fixable flaws, and immediate correction often fails against poor exposure. Errors aren't always bad habits that need immediate correction. They're natural interlanguage steps. Instructors or educators should correct learners with a much more structured explanation and when learners are ready. After debunking the myth, what should we do as educators to improve our learning based on the studies we discussed today? What we can learn is that teachers and instructors can be more mindful by shifting to a learner-centered feedback, in which they use delayed and indirect corrections to avoid disrupting fluency and motivation. For example, self-recording tasks let learners hear their own speech independently, building awareness without instant pressure, facilitating self-monitoring and gradually adjustment while maintaining communicative flow. In short, ditching instant corrections for timely and motivational ones aligns research with real classroom experiences. Backed with L1 transfer studies, interlanguage shows that errors can improve learners' growth and understanding when handled right. As future educators, let's foster a mindful approach that will inspire motivated learners. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.